Hi Wilkins families, Miss Howard here, coming to you from the comfort of my home today. And today in this short video, I'll be talking to you about Public Education Week. I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land. I'm talking to you today from Dharawal land, and I thank those traditional custodians for their care of the land and waterways. I acknowledge the traditional owners of all of the lands on which we stand today for our learning, and I pay my respect to elders past, present and emerging. This week is Public Education Week. It's one that we celebrate every year and a great way to acknowledge the incredible work that's happening in our public schools in New South Wales. Unfortunately, it's not the Public Education Week that we would have liked to have shared with our Wilkins community, and it's okay to feel disappointed about that. What we can do is have a great time celebrating from the safety of our homes and know that we are doing a really great job of our learning no matter where we are. Firstly, I'd like you to have a bit of a think about what public education means to you. And I do have a little bit of a story in this one. I want to tell you about what public education means to me. And I'm casting my memory a long way back to when I was in year 12 and doing my preferences for university. And I remember going to my English teacher and I had listed a teaching degree at every university that I could fit on the list, starting with my closest one to ones that had attractive programs and that just looked fantastic. And I remember my teacher being a little bit concerned with that. Her name was Miss Cooper, and I have vivid memories of a conversation with her when she said, I really think that you should put a few other ideas, maybe a few other options on your list, just in case you get into teaching and education and you think maybe it's not really what you're interested in. And at the time, that made sense to have options and to make sure that I was keeping doors open, I guess, but I didn't change it. My university preferences had every teaching degree that I could fit, and I was accepted, and I completed my education degree and have been working in public schools ever since. For me, public education means opportunity. And for me, the opportunity to become an educator in public schools was provided by my own education in public schools. I knew that I could have whatever I wanted and I could go into whichever degree I wanted to do, but I was able to follow my passion based on the incredible grounding I had in public schools. So my question then is, what's your passion? Because I know that being enrolled in a public school, and particularly Wilkins Public School, that there are opportunities for you to follow that passion, and I can't wait to see what our Wilkins kids get up to in the future. So my question for you then is, what does public education mean to you? Like I said, unfortunately, it's not the Education Week that we would have liked to have shared, but the New South Wales Department of Education has put together quite a few resources to share with you for the kids and for parents to have a little bit of a look at the incredible things that are happening in our schools. Today there was a live launch at 10 a.m. and you can watch the on-demand version of that. I've listed the link there for you, but I will also send it out via your Google Classrooms and Seesaws. Our Minister for Education, Sarah Mitchell, gives a lovely speech about why public education is so important to her, which is really nice to listen to. Tomorrow evening will be a Parents and Carers webinar. This one is about vet training, vocational training, and school-based apprenticeships and traineeships. I know for some of our Wilkins parents that's probably a long way off, but it's really great to have that information available to you and to be thinking about what pathways and what passions our children might like to follow in the future. Wednesday's shaping up to be a really special one. It's going to be a video stories that demonstrate the process of learning through country and the way that our Aboriginal peers learn and work together on their country and on their land. This one's not filmed live, but it is available from 11 a.m. on Wednesday on that link listed on your page. On Thursday, Education Live is going to feature author and teacher Yvette Poshhoglian. I hope I said that right. And I did have a little bit of a click through her website. It looks to be a really incredible one. And on Friday, again on demand from that link, is going to be a virtual art exhibition highlighting some beautiful artworks inspired by the 2019-2020 bushfires that we saw across our country. And that art exhibition is titled From the Ashes. So that looks to be a pretty special one as well. The other thing I wanted to share with you are some incredible virtual excursions. And this is only a handful of what's available. I've only listed ones that look really impressive. Again, at that link, and I will post it for you so it's easy to click on. Our Year 6 students might notice some of those venues that we visited on our excursion to Canberra earlier this year. The Australian War Memorial is an incredible one, and if you do get the chance, please go and have a look through there. Lots of other different venues that we visited, or that we're unable to visit them at the moment, but you can visit them virtually. Questacon looked like a really fantastic one when I clicked on that link. I did spend a lot of time looking at the live streams from the Sea Life Aquarium and Taronga Zoo as well. It's so fun to sit and watch those animals in their natural habitat. And unfortunately, our kinder students' excursion to Wildlife Sydney Zoo has been postponed at the moment, but those children can go and have a little look. There are on-demand live streams coming from Wildlife Sydney Zoo at the moment. Some of these virtual excursions do have a fee, but the ones that I've listed there are free ones, and there are lots of other opportunities at that link. So please go and have a look. If you feel like having an excursion this week, there's a great selection to choose from. So my question to you, just to finish up, is how will you celebrate public education this week? I hope you've had a really good think about what public education means to you, and how will you celebrate from the safety of your home this week? I know that it's not how we planned, but that doesn't mean that it can't be amazing. Have an awesome week, Wilkins Public School, and please be sure to share your ideas on your Google Classroom or your Seesaw so that your teacher and I can all see what public education means to you and how you are celebrating. I know that by looking in some of the online platforms that you are doing incredible work at home. You are doing amazing thinking. Parents, you are doing an incredible job of keeping the wheels turning, and we're so impressed with that. So for this week, make sure that you take some time to celebrate public education at your home as well. See you soon.